fell asleep, you know, enjoying the being back in the bed instead of sleeping on the couch. And I fell asleep. But then I woke up at 1:40, took him out to pee, brushed my teeth, had my Life Biotics probiotics. What? Under the covers? Go ahead. Go ahead, honey. Speaking of probiotics, this is more evidence for any of you who are or would be who are still falling for Auntie's bullshit or would be falling for Auntie's bullshit, okay? Her little declaration that Laura's the cause of all her mom's breakdowns, okay? Remember, people, my mom not only was repeatedly landing in these mental hospitals where they always just completely changed around her medications. They didn't just adjust them, they all thought they knew best. All these psychiatric doctors, and they switched everything around, okay? And then Auntie, her little text to me, I'm puzzled by why the medications aren't working anymore. Because you're getting proof of your lifelong trust in the system and these meds, Auntie, that they're all bullshit. That's why they're not working anymore. Your sister's body is beyond toxic from having all these meds for so many years. Jesus. I have text from her that says it. I'm puzzled why the meds aren't working anymore. Well, like Joe said, Auntie will never study it, study Peter Bregan, study similar viewpoints to understand, in order to understand why the meds aren't working anymore for her 70-plus-year-old sister who's been on them for 38 years. You know? But let's even set that aside. Or let's add to it anyway, people. You know, for any of you, again, who would still be falling for Auntie's little, that she convinces ignorant people of this, of course, and she convinces herself of it so she can sleep at night, okay? But anyone with half a brain sees right through her bullshit, or would, if they knew about it, okay? Think about all the times over this past year my mom was forced to be on a course of antibiotics. I was just reading in the First for Women that one of the things they found out about antibiotics, and they're saying, you know, it's yet another reason to take probiotics, because they counteract the effects of antibiotics. They're saying they've found proof that antibiotics actually fuck up your memory, you know, and just think about all that, too. You who would fall for Auntie's little bullshit that helps her sleep at night. That Laura's the cause of all her mom's breakdowns. All I have to do is get away from her daughter. I'm going to make her well. It's all bullshit. Look at my mom, the pneumonia she had. And she's repeatedly just refusing to go to the doctors. I finally got her to go, but you know what I mean? Remember Auntie's bullshit text, you know, now she can't, you know, in the letter that she's going to shut the utilities off and blah, blah, whatever, it's, you know, it was a really difficult decision for me, bullshit, I can picture you giddy and just gloating with the court paperwork in hand as you headed off to all the local places that knew me and to say this, that, and whatever and show your paperwork, you know. But whatever, in the thing it says, in her text, you know, now your mom can't refuse to go to the doctors, you know, if she, whatever, Auntie, whatever helps you sleep at night. because you know that you fucked me over, and you know that you were right and you weren't involved at all and didn't want to be involved, and wrote me texts that said you're not going to get involved anymore, and it left me to handle it all, and you're busy, you know. So my mom was also getting UTIs in these hospitals. She was on courses of antibiotics. She had to be on the friggin' antibiotics. Like, I protected her from that because she was already on antibiotics for the pneumonia, right? Okay, just want you to bear in mind. And I told the hospital, I'm like, when she wound up in the mental hospital, I'm like, she's already on these antibiotics that are for the pneumonia. She's been on 3 weeks, where she's going to be done soon. So you just put her on the same thing for the urinary tract. What was it? It was something. It was something I told them. I can't even think of it now. But it made sense to them. It was something to do with overlapping. And if she's already on it, she shouldn't have to be on it even longer. See, I forget now. It made sense at the time, though, because I pay attention. I knew the date she started the antibiotics that she'd been on at home or whatever. I forget now. I wish I remembered. I remembered at the time, though. Basically, she's just been back to back. They wreak havoc on your immune system, people. Which is even more, you know, that she's taken all these psych meds and not drinking enough fluids, etc., etc., etc. She kept being put on these antibiotics, getting urinary tract infections, having that pneumonia. And we're in the regular hospital. Of course, the nurse denies it because people deny everything. But I watched her with my own eyes. My mom couldn't pee in the thing herself, so the nurse went in, and my mom wanted me to go in. That was when I'd spent all day with her. This was whenever it was, you know. And you know how important it is that things can be contaminated. I watched the woman stick the top of the urine thing, and it touched the top of the toilet, and she denied it. But I made a point of saying something. I said, that touched the toilet. What couldn't that possibly, because my mom wound up having a urinary tract infection. I said, couldn't that have contaminated? She's like, it didn't touch it. I saw it with my own eyes, but, you know, it's like, my mom's going back into another mental hospital. This is when she had just got out of the other one, and, you know, then of course she shows, and yeah, the results for urinary tract infections can be contaminated, okay? Don't kid yourself about that either. And it winds up, she's gone a course of antibiotics, you know? And she was... See, I have all this documented. Again, Auntie would never dream of, she couldn't even imagine being involved as I was. I was fighting an uphill battle, and then in the end I get blamed. Of course my mom in her mental illness is going to jump at that. And this hospital who knows I was blaming them for the redischarging her too soon are going to jump at that. Let's make Laura the scapegoat. Laura's the problem. Laura's the cause of all her mom's breakdowns and all her mom's problems, and everything will be fine if we just get her away from her daughter. You know? Getting her away from her daughter is not going to change the fact of these psych meds that are killing her slowly. Any of you who don't get that, I don't really fucking care if you want to know the truth. You're not someone I would be friends with or care even, you know, anyway. I'm puzzled. I'm perplexed as to why the psych meds aren't working anymore. Sick on multiple levels. I don't know if I still have cherry juice left, but anyway, I recently read, I didn't know this, I've never said I learned stuff in those magazines, but they were talking about pineapple juice. I'd only heard of cherry juice, even on TV before I'd heard of cherry juice, and the news about sleeping, no one had said anything about pineapple juice, but apparently that promotes melatonin production too. In any case, I don't know right this second if I have more of that tart cherry juice that I bought off the Vita-Gloss, so I just had a cup of pineapple juice. I'm gonna go back to bed. I just wanted to tell you guys that too, if you don't remember. Think about the regular hospital she's been in. Think of, she gets these urinary tract infections. She keeps getting on these course of antibiotics. I mean, and it was on top of everything. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was something to do with overlapping or something where I said, you know, she's already on that, and she's supposed to be, she was on this for 3 weeks for the pneumonia thing, and this is gonna end, and maybe it was that they were starting from scratch with the pneumonia thing or something. I'm like, no, she already took it for a week at home. She only has 2 weeks left, not, you know, because I know that those antibiotics fucking wreak havoc on your immune system. And she's already on all these psych meds that destroy her immune system, and then she goes in these hospitals. It's just, no, my mom was, whatever my mom was feeling irrationally towards me or whatever, and out of her mind, was validated by Auntie, validated by those assholes who had discharged my mom too soon. She's back with the same doctor, same social worker, and that they knew I was upset about that, and, you know, that was it. My mom was done with me, done with her own daughter, who'd been doing nothing but endlessly advocating for her and fighting for her when she was done. Proof of that is when she wound up in that regular hospital, and I was in a panic because I found out by accident We were just trying to find out when she was getting out or whatever, and I found out by accident, you know, because the woman down there was nice enough. She was able to bullshit. She wasn't afraid, and she found out that my mom had just been rushed to the hospital. And remember, this is when I didn't know what Auntie was plotting and planning behind my back, and along with the staff at the bullshit hospital, that, oh, believe me, I will expose them so badly once I'm out of this fucking state and have changed my name. Even in the regular hospital, when I was in a panic over my mom, she told them, no, my daughter can't know anything. I'm not telling her anything. See? She rejected her own fucking daughter. Unreal. Good, Mom. You die that way because you probably don't have long left for this earth. You're delusional. Your sister's delusional, but she has ulterior motives that anyone with half a brain can see. That she's gonna make you well again or whatnot. You are just been on those meds for too fucking long. They are poisoning. You are toxic. You are doing anything anymore to help with that, and so you go to the great beyond, rejecting your own fucking daughter, who you used to love, who you used to want the world for. Who you'd go into these hospitals gushing. Did she go into any of these hospitals gushing about her sister? No. She went into these hospitals telling them that I was her healthcare proxy and that her sister didn't really care about her. I don't know if she actually said that to them, but she definitely said it to me. And I think she was saying it to Selena too, in so many words, you know, because Selena and I would talk about it. So, you know, that's it. I was her lifelong advocate, endlessly advocating for her, sharing her fucking poem, validating her experiences, and in the end of her life, she fucking rejects me. Unreal. Unreal. That woman said, you know, I'd rather have my parent have dementia and for not realize who I am. That's what someone said to me, rather than this, where your mom knows damn well who you are and just chooses to reject you in favor of the sister that she was frequently telling you, and I'm sure has told other people as well, doesn't care about her, you know? She was saying that in so many words. If she'd go into these hospitals and tell them I was the healthcare proxy when it was really her sister. And she was saying it to me, and I know that's how she felt. And I felt the same way, because again, actions speak louder than words. There's a reason that saying, actions speak louder than words. go off the rails. Nurse Ratchet's right. That's what Selena calls a little NP I couldn't stand. Just because you're against drugs doesn't mean you have to fly off the rails every time your mom gets hospitalized. Oh, fuck you, you fucking bitch. Fuck little Nurse Ratchet, too. Little twit deserves to lose her license. I'm the one who is genuinely, sincerely advocating for my mom, standing up for her, supporting her when she, when she's complaining about the side effects, etc., etc., etc. And who does she wind up in the end? A mere fucking 3 months after she had wanted me to be her healthcare proxy and to make life and death. She wanted it for longer than that, but Auntie, and in the end she winds up with Auntie the phony fucking bitch, who my mom would cry to me, doesn't even care about her, and all she cares about is that old man who, who eventually died, and the rich old man who, Auntie got stuff out of from day one. The first thing being having her son's wife make $1,200 a week taking care of him part-time. Then she had family members living there and taking care of him when he got worse, inevitably, because he was the crazy old man who didn't have long for this life, with major health problems and whatnot. And then in the end, her son and his wife, I guess, are living in that house, according to my mom. But he was her dear friend. I'm busy, Laura. You take care of it. You have the time. I'm busy with this and that or whatever. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm never going to be involved again. I'm never going to step in and interfere at all again. I text to that exact. I sent him to Karen, etc., etc., etc. So, again, I go back to the same thing. Any of you are still ignorant who watch my videos, as to what Auntie's end game is, as to what Auntie knows what she did, then I feel sorry for you. You go through the rest of your life being that ignorant, Smart people can see the truth instantly.